My advice to people would be not to take psychedelic drugs. They're very dangerous. They're not good for your mind.
But Siyata Dishmaya, we managed to find that random clip of Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys when we were searching for the NPR interview about Castaneda's death. And Brian Wilson is completely, pretty much insane. He's has auditory hallucinations, like non-stop, and he is diagnosed schizophrenic. And I think he only took psychedelic drugs. I think he only took LSD like once or twice. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes is one time. And I've seen it happen. I've seen people go from normies, completely sane and sober, to babbling lunatics, to where they have to get carted off in an ambulance in a straitjacket and then doped up and held for psychological evaluation and supervision for over a month after getting high one time. I mean, it all sounds like fun and games until you see that happen. But that wasn't enough for me, because that I saw it happen in my own house, or at least the house that I used to live in. My friend was staying at my mom's house, and I had moved out because I was not exactly the best son and wanted to do my own thing. I was wild and stupid. But I gave him LSD, and I told him, this is strong. Don't take as much as you normally do. But of course, people are stupid like I am, and they don't listen. And they do whatever they want to. He took the acid, and within like 6 hours, he was climbing up the walls. My mom had to call the police, and the ambulance and the police came. They strapped him in a straitjacket, and they carted him off to the psych ward. I mean, I haven't done hallucinogenic drugs for over 20 years. And at some point we're going to get to a story of what spurred my at least the initial stages of sobriety, at least from psychedelic drugs, and why I stopped reading Castaneda's books and applying his teachings was. But even after 20 years, if I look at a certain point long enough, I can start having visual hallucinations. And my brother was the same way, except he was way worse. He had auditory hallucinations like Brian Wilson. And he had a serious problem with meth. That's the thing. The drugs don't ever stop with one thing. There's always a chain, and it never ends until we wise up and abandon it, or we end up locked up or in the grave. Like, one of the core teachings of Carlos Castaneda was that by doing what he said in his books and applying, I mean, he was the guru. He was the guy that was teaching us. He was supposed to know what he was doing, because that's the deal. When you teach someone, you're supposed to know what you're teaching them. But when you make it up all out of your own head, it's all a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But he was the novel. He was supposed to jump off the cliff and light from a fire within and burst forth through to an eternity. We ended up dying of liver cancer.
I see a lot of young people come in, and they're the ones who buy the ones that first came out because they haven't read them yet. They sell immensely well.
Most of the entomology community is just completely rejected him as
Right.
a very skilled invention. Does that matter to you?
Not in the least, because I learned from them, and I think other people do as well, and I think that's why they're still popular.